Happy anniversary to us. Oh, come on over.
Keep going.
Happy anniversary to us. Happy anniversary, dear A-list.
Ooh.
Happy anniversary to us.
Pretty.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Welcome back to the A-List podcast with Allison and Alex.
I'm Alex.
And I'm Allison.
And this is our anniversary episode. We did it, guys.
It's been a year.
A full year.
How
I'm proud
crazy.
of us.
Everyone tell us right now how much you love.
Have you ever committed to anything so long?
Just sports, I guess.
Yeah, and the fitness marshal, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true. I have committed. Did I talk about this on the New Year's podcast? The one resolution I ever stuck to, my contacts.
No.
Okay. New Year's resolution I've ever done is to stop sleeping in my contacts, because remember that lady who had like 13 contacts in her eyes?
Which, come on.
Though I don't know, was it more than that?
It was so many. The
it was
layers,
like 20.
it was
I don't
intense.
know. It was an older lady, and she just kept putting contacts on top of contacts in her eye, and they just kept accumulating to a comical point where it was like, that's insane. But then she had all these eye complications and bacterial infections.
Obviously.
And I saw that, and I was like, that's insane. I don't know how you do that,
Yeah.
but it scared me and scarred me so much that year I was like, this is my New Year's resolution. I'm going to stop sleeping in my contacts.
Yeah. I wonder if that's the case.
Actually did.
You did.
Yeah.
And broke the habit.
Yes.
I just wonder if that's a case of someone who genuinely thought contacts dissolve or something.
I guess.
Do you know the back when the days of computers, remember like the disk drives, they come out.
Yeah.
My dad owned a Radio Shack franchise, and the amount of computers people would bring in and would literally say to him, well, I've been using this cup holder and it's somehow messed up my computer. And it's like,
no way.
The amount of people that thought this was a cup holder.
I thought you were going to say they just kept putting CDs on top of each other because you thought they dissolved.
Hilarious. No, they used it as a cup. They thought it was a built-in cup holder.
It should have been.
That is a smart idea.
Yeah.
But no, guys.
But any old refurbished computers that you don't need disk drives anymore, they could have made them into cup holders, and it would have been a cool
Absolutely
thing. No, but I was going to say, yeah, I've really stuck to it. I've only slept in my contacts a few times when I either was like staying with someone and I forgot them, and it was like a one night thing, and I was like, this sucks that I have to do this, but
I drank my ex's contacts once.
I'm so sorry. What?
We were at a hotel. Whenever he didn't have his contact case or whatever, he would just put some water in a glass and put his contacts in it.
Yeah.
And I had a glass that I had been using, assumed it was that one. I just added some more water to it and tossed back the water. This was a Vegas trip. I was very drunk. Anyway, I drank contacts.
Did you know that contact solution makes you have diarrhea? That's a thing that people, like, if you squeeze a bunch of contact solution or like eye drops, one or the other, into like someone's drink and then they drink it, they will have like explosive diarrhea.
I don't know if I had, it wasn't contact solution. It was just water, but
well,
that's crazy.
That amount probably wasn't. I wonder, like, am I making this up? Contact lens solution diarrhea. While ingesting a small amount of contact lens solution is generally not considered dangerous, it's highly unlikely to cause diarrhea, as the ingredients of most contact lens.
So you're lying?
Wait, what? No, that was a small amount.
Oh, okay. So it's a diuretic?
Yeah, I think if you have a bunch, I've seen this in a movie or something, or I don't know, but someone put a bunch in there and then, they had diarrhea.
You know magnesium, like how they sell magnesium like liquid?
Mm-hmm.
And like you can get it at Dollar Tree.
Sure.
At the height of my eating disorder, I used to go to Dollar Tree and buy that and chug that.
Oh, you mean like Miralax, but like...
But it's like a clear liquid. It looks like... It tastes like sparkling water, but it's like a diuretic.
I guess I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because magnesium, like which type of magnesium?
I don't know. I literally just saw someone be like, if you drink this, it will help you release bloat and you'll empty everything in your system. So I would be like... Okay.
Why didn't you... Oh, because the dollar store probably didn't have the other diuretics?
I don't know, but that was just what me and my ex would do. We would go to Dollar Tree. We would get the cans of tuna and crackers and that diuretic.
Like right before an audition or something, or just in life?
Just while we were in the boy band. And then we would get Hydroxycut.
Did you drink? Were you drinking water? Because I'm sure that was dehydrating you.
No, definitely not. I was drinking like probably Pepsi. Like truly my diet was crazy.
Pepsi.
Binge Taco Bell, chug one of those magnesium things, shit our brains out, and then drink a Hydroxycut 3 times a day. How am I alive?
Literally. But the Hydroxycut time of people like MLM selling that, was that an MLM?
No. It was just everywhere.
I always felt like it was an MLM because people were always...
It was an ad seen on TV. Is that maybe why you think that?
I guess. I feel like it was just like people would be selling it on Facebook and they'd be like, hey guys, if you want my Hydroxycut, let me know.
I don't think it was an MLM. Maybe it was somewhere. But we would get the shaken packets, which were the worst ones because it had red dye in it. It was just like vibrant red.
Aren't we? Isn't America
supposedly
getting rid of red dye something?
Number 5.
Yeah, and all the Skittles are gonna have to be remade.
Damn.
I think. I don't know.
That sucks.
Well.
Anyway, how do we get on this? Anniversary resolutions. Happy anniversary, guys. I said, have you ever committed to anything this long?
Oh yeah. That was a tangent.
We really did it. We did, and I know this is episode 53 and technically 52, but you guys remember the one episode where I was really sick and Allison came on for 30 seconds and said,
"Yeah,
we had
is
to
that
count
what
that
we
as an
would
episode.
do going forward, or was that a mistake?
What do you mean?
Like to make it an episode? I guess because we don't have like a dedicated.
There was no way for you to not within Buzzsprout, our hosting platform.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
Yeah, I mean we haven't missed an episode, right?
No, that one.
We did miss that one.
We didn't do an episode.
Yeah, I was going to say,
so that's why I didn't
this is a good opportunity to tell you that we do have an Instagram. Mm-hmm. So go follow that, the A-List Pod.
It's the A-List Pod.
Yes. And I mean, if we have a lot of followers on there, then we could give information out that way if something came up.
True.
But hopefully we won't miss any.
No, I don't think we've got a pretty good system now. I mean, in case of emergencies, we've handled pretty well.
Yeah, we've planned well if there's travel.
The only thing is, I would need to teach you how to engineer in case of me not being available.
Oh, heck. I don't know about that. I mean, I probably could, but I would also be very stressed.
Yeah, and that would just
I would just be like, the audio is going to be bad. We're doing a purely iPhone episode, and it's going to be bad.
Yeah. Anyway, well, congrats on a year. What a difference. I'm wearing the jacket I was wearing in our first episode.
Oh my gosh, I should have been nostalgic enough to look that up. What was I wearing? Probably not something I want to wear again.
I think it was your swishy Pacers thing.
Swishy?
Not swishy. The navy blue Pacers sweatshirt.
Just the sweatshirt?
Yeah, that's what I think it was.
I do love that sweatshirt. I wear it a lot.
What's new with you?
Well, not a lot. I will be honest. I haven't been paying attention to much of anything over the weekend, so
well,
not
you
a
had
lot's
an active
happened.
booty photo shoot.
Oh yes, that did
launched.
come out. The Collegiate Collection is out. Mm-hmm. And you guys can go look at activebooty.com if you're interested. The pictures, there's a good amount of pictures that I like. Lots of them that I don't like. But I found some that I would like, that I liked to post and that I will be posting upcoming.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a bad time. And the photo shoot went really well. It was nice having other people in the photo shoot.
Yes.
And so it wasn't just like 6 hours of just Haley and I back and forth, and me crying in the corner. So
how were you?
I was actually good. Like some of the outfits aren't things that I would wear by themselves. Again, like I'm not really going to wear a bra by itself. So in those outfits, less comfortable, but then we have a cropped mesh, which I think you should try on. I don't know how short it would be since your torso's longer, but you should try.
Okay.
We have that. We have the sweatshirt. We have a t-shirt that goes with it. So in those, I was more comfortable. But all in all, like some of the fit photos did come out and were flattering. So I had a good time with that. This is funny. So not funny, but just an anecdote.
Yeah.
We wanted to do a portion of the shoot at a tennis court because we had pickleball, I don't know, but we had pickleball paddles and we wanted to just get some slow-mo and action video of us kind of hitting the pickleball back and forth, if you will. Mm-hmm. So Cameron found a nice looking court because some of the courts on Pier Space do not look good. I don't know what they're being rented out for because they are not looking good. But Cameron found one, and actually it was right next to where the fire at Sepulveda started.
Oh, interesting.
The night before. And so we were like, are we going to be able to even go here now? But ended up being fine. But this man, we pulled up and this man came out to greet us and he was like, the tennis court's down there. He showed us how to get down there. Seemingly nice, a little like stern and kind of weird, but nice enough. Yeah. We get down there and we start shooting. Caleb, I should have seen this, but I wasn't paying attention. He was kind of leaning on the net, and you're really not supposed to do that. So he came out and he was like, hey, and he was like annoyed. He was like, don't lean on the net. I have professional players that come practice here and they'll be mad if it's messed up. So don't lean on it. And we were all like, oh, we got it. Sorry, whatever. And then he was like, and I didn't know that you were shooting or like filming here. And Cameron was like, oh, we're not really filming. We're just taking some phone photos. And
did he not book this through PeerSpace?
No, I think he booked it through Swimply.
Oh.
Because he did have a really nice pool that was cool.
Okay.
But I don't know if there are rules or not. But we weren't getting his home in the shot at all. Like it was just, he had the court and then he had a green fence. And we were shooting towards the green fence. So I guess he just didn't like that. But we were just like, you're getting paid. You're getting your money either way. And we're not a big production.
Right.
We have an iPhone out. And like we did have like a DSLR, but it wasn't
like a huge rig.
And it wasn't being used the whole time. So he was mad about that. And he just kept going on and on. And we were just like, okay, we're really sorry. He was like, well, if I had known that you were going to be filming, he was like, I don't really do that. But if I would have done things differently, like meaning he would have charged more, I guess. And then when we left, he stopped us and he was like, hey, like some lady called me yesterday wanting to film here and I was weirded out by that. So I guess that's why
He backtracked and felt bad?
I guess, but still he was coming off mean.
Okay.
So it sounded like he was apologizing for his tone, but it was still in a scary tone.
Okay.
And we were just like, okay, we're really sorry. But yeah, that was a little...
But you got the shots.
Yeah, we were also not there. He probably booked it for a couple hours, and we were there for literally 30 minutes. So
in and out.
This man could not have been upset.
Welcome
other
to LA.
than the net, which like understand. But
maybe
he
was a little nervous it was going to burn down the night before.
Literally.
Beef.
But yeah, so that was that. That's out if you guys want to go check it out.
Also, did you end up signing up for Dodgeball this season?
I did. I actually have that as a note on here. I'm playing Dodgeball again, and you'll get to hear all about that. I'm playing with our former team, Cooter Punch.
Is that what they go as for this?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a good amount of people.
So you get to be on Cooter Punch?
I get to be on Cooter Punch with like, good people.
Is it Jacob and Tracy and all of them?
Jacob, Tracy, Brendan.
Trent?
I don't think so.
Well, Blake and...
There might be T because seems to be a disagreement.
Well, between the leagues, right?
I thought it was on the team. Was it not? Is that what Brendan's text said?
Brendan's text said there was some miscommunication with Out Loud Sports.
Oh, I thought the miscommunication was with the team.
Oh, no. I think it was with OLS.
Okay. Then never mind. Oh. I was like, I feel like I'm going to get some tea when we're there.
Are Blake and Nick? I think
Blake and Nick
right?
are, yeah.
Cute.
Brendan, Blake, Nick. You guys, this means nothing to you, but
it's just our old teammates and friends.
There was one name that I didn't recognize when he did the list.
Oh, okay.
So, and I think Freddie seemed to be.
It's you, Freddie, and Sass. Are you the only three from this crew?
Yeah.
Fun.
So,
gonna come watch.
You guys are gonna hear more Dodgeball stories. Don't worry, the sports podcast.
And don't worry, I was
back.
asked to join. I decided no.
Yes, he said no.
I just was like, no, there's too much going on, and I have too many like irons and fires with work stuff that it's like I just need something to like settle before I commit to another extracurricular.
I would like to do Lucille's Balls.
I think I'm gonna
again.
do it.
So
I think initially at the end of the season, I was like, I don't want to do this again. But I forget that there's time. Like,
yeah.
I just didn't, because we did back-to-back seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Not only did we do back-to-back seasons, but we didn't really get a break because we went season, tournament, season.
Yeah.
So now that I've had time off, I'm like, okay, I just needed a break from it.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I would definitely put together Lucille's balls for the spring.
And if we wanted to do the league that I'm in now, you at least know that starts in February and goes like
Right.
7 weeks, 8 weeks. No, 11 weeks.
Yours is longer?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to come watch because it's at the better gym too.
Is that where we played?
Yeah, the tournament. You're at that gym.
Okay.
That's gonna be fun. Like,
that's
there's
why
actual
it's more
bleachers.
expensive.
Oh, is it more expensive?
Because Josh was telling me, I was like, why was because
OLS?
he charges like $100 or something for his leagues, or maybe just I don't know. He was like, it was cheap to me. That's what he said. And when I signed up for this one, it was more expensive. It was like $85, and I was like, why was Out Loud less expensive?
Was Out Loud like 45?
70? Early
bird. Yeah.
You're early bird. I
was
paid like 70.
Yeah, because it was late season.
But he was like, it's because it's
West
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
A cheaper place to rent.
Oh,
and you had 2 games going at the same time.
Oh.
So they could split
the cost of
that.
Cost.
But the one we're going to has a bunch of courts. But maybe they only use half. I don't know, but it is more expensive, but I bet it is more expensive to rent that.
Well, I'm excited because there's actual places to sit and watch those games.
Bleachers, yeah, fun. But what I don't like is where we used to play had the walls, so you didn't have to chase the balls
these are
as
just
much.
curtains with like gaps in the floor.
Yeah, and like you have to pay attention to not stepping out of bounds from the back.
You're going to be very good at the end of this season then. Very aware of your surroundings.
I guess. We'll see. I don't know.
And your games are on Tuesdays?
Tuesdays.
So we're going to have to not record on Tuesdays.
I know. I did ask if it would be okay to switch.
It's funny? We always were recording on Wednesdays. We changed that because of Dodgeball.
Yeah.
So we can just go back to Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Then you'll be able to report on it right away.
Oh my gosh. It'll be breaking news every week.
News. And it'll be news to me too, unless I'm at the game.
Yeah.
Do they do similar, like after the game you guys are go out? Do you know any of that yet?
It didn't say, but I assume that people probably just do anyway, even if
you're closer
it's
to
not
stuff at
sanctioned,
that gym.
Because like
it's also closer to all of it there.
Yeah, I feel like in WeHo, it's like
oh my god, you can Wednesdays. Just walk.
Yeah.
If you park at the library, then you can literally just walk to Santa Monica.
Which is nice.
That is nice because parking is the worst part of all that.
Lord have... Parking
it literally determines...
Everywhere was parked. Yeah. Parking was bad.
Yep.
But I think during the week, WeHo is like very sporty. Because every sports league that happens, they always go to the bars during the week. So, I don't know. I think that people will probably go.
I think so. How are you... or when does it start?
Late February, mid to late.
Oh, it doesn't
after I'm back
like
from vacation. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we'll keep you guys up to date. Well, speaking of sports, let's just get into this. Taylor Swift will be at the Super Bowl again.
Oh my God, that's right.
Yeah. So the Chiefs are playing the Eagles. That means nothing to me.
Or me.
But they are. Taylor will be there. We'll be able to see what her outfit is.
Who she's hanging with.
They'll probably have a suite with all their friends. So who's she going to bring this year?
Right.
She had, who was with her last year? Ice Spice?
Ice Spice, Blake.
Blake. She probably won't be there, right?
No, she can't be seen.
Is she in hiding?
She needs to be in hiding.
You guys. Oh,
did you listen to the
update to that?
Yeah.
There's a trial date set, and it's on my birthday next year. March 9th, 2026 is when the trial starts.
We have to wait a freaking year.
Yeah. And they're going to be insufferable the whole year. And I actually don't care who's right or wrong. I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it too. Did you listen to the voice notes that he released?
Everyone
sounds crazy.
And I don't understand the public. You guys, Justin Baldoni, a voice note of his was leaked to TMZ or given to TMZ.
He gave it to them.
And I didn't listen to the whole thing because
it's cringy.
It is so cringy.
Blake.
He's talking so low.
Wow.
And everyone I didn't listen to the whole thing, so maybe I'm wrong, but all the comments were like, wow, he really cared so much about getting this movie done and all this. And I was like, is no one paying attention to the fact that he sounds like a serial killer / he's like trying to talk sexy?
He sounds crazy. It's cringy. It sounds like such a put on voice. It's crazy. It doesn't sound authentic at all.
Yeah. I'm not saying I'm like team whoever, but I think that it sounded insane.
Something's up.
I don't know, but I'm sick of them and we'll have to wait a whole year. So, and on my birthday, nonetheless.
By the way, do I look like a high school volleyball player?
With your thing? Yes, you do.
I put this little thing in for box because I came here to do this right from boxing, and I wear this in boxing now to keep the wispies out.
Yeah.
And I put it up right before you got here, and I was like, I look like a teenage volleyball player. I'm like a lesbian volleyball player.
We did that in softball too, but we used pre-wrap.
Oh, right.
That goes underneath your athletic tape.
Sporty girls in high school loved the pre-wrap.
But I couldn't do it. My head shape, all headwear like that. Yeah. Headbands that are not the kind.
They just slide right off.
They just slide right off. Like I cannot figure it out.
Even
they
if
have to be
grippy.
Yes.
They just have to be on your forehead.
They have to be on my forehead. I don't understand. I was so upset I couldn't be that girl.
I'm sorry.
I always wanted to be that girl.
Well, you are that girl.
I'm that bitch.
You're that bitch.
But so the Super Bowl.
Yeah, sorry.
Taylor will be there. If we all don't know, Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
I was about to ask.
Are the halftime performers. Show? It's Kendrick, but then he just announced like a couple days ago that SZA will be joining him. Who knows in what capacity? A song, multiple songs, the whole thing, whatever. Then John Batiste is the national anthem singer, which he's very good.
That's
so love that for him.
Yes.
America the Beautiful is being sung by Christian singer Lauren Daigle. Do you know her?
Lauren Daigle.
Yeah. And accompanied by Trombone Shorty, which I saw his picture and he looks cool.
Trombone Shorty?
Trombone Shorty.
Bring it on.
And then Lift Every Voice and Sing is performed by Ladisi.
Okay.
Is that how I hope that's how you pronounce?
Don't know who that is.
I know her face. Mm-hmm. I just am really bad at names. Let me see if there's a phonetic here. Wikipedia, don't steer me wrong.
Don't steer me wrong, Wikipedia.
Didn't really tell me. I think it's Ladisi.
Oh.
And American singer, songwriter, music producer, author, and actress.
Cute.
That's all I know, but she is pretty.
Okay.
So that's the performers.
And when is the Super Bowl?
Not this coming weekend, but the next weekend. There's always 2 weeks in between the last.
This is the weekend before my birthday? Yeah. That's what that means, right?
So today is February 3rd.
So, okay.
So it will be on February 9th.
February 9th, okay.
So it'll be the weekend of this release. So good luck. I kind of want the Eagles to win just because, like, the Chiefs, they keep winning. Yeah, and I like an underdog story.
You think Taylor has PTSD for how Travis acted when he won last time?
No, he literally apparently sang something after the last game, and he just can't help himself, I guess.
But when they panned to her last Super Bowl, and she was like,
"Yikes!" Everyone was like, you think she got the ick?"
She did. She did get the ick.
But I don't know.
It's fine though. They're probably secretly married too.
Oh, yeah, you do think that. I will say it's kind of awkward and sad for Taylor if they lose because then she has to be, like, on camera, and it's weird when your team loses because you don't want to be on camera. Right. And then you have to be like, oh, I'm sorry, babe.
Especially because she had such a winning year.
Well, she definitely won't be on the field if that's the case, so she can just slip out the back of the suite and just not be seen.
True.
But, yeah. So that's the sports corner.
Sports.
How was your weekend? What's going on?
My weekend was good. I was in Idyllwild.
Why do you say it like that?
Guys, I was in Idyllwild, and if you don't know what Idyllwild is, here's what it isn't. It is not a desert town in California, which is
definitely what I thought it was.
It is gorgeous. It's what it is it's like way bigger rocks. Like there's huge trees, obviously, like very much like Big Bear, but there's way like boulders everywhere.
That you can climb on or that are too big?
No, you can climb on them. The backyard of where we stayed was just filled with them. It was gorgeous.
Okay.
The mayor of this town is a golden retriever named Max. And if you wait in town, he comes and visits, and he gives all the dogs in town a tie and deputizes them.
Oh.
So
Stanley's a deputy?
No, I didn't take Stanley into town. Can you imagine Stanley around all of these dogs? He'd just be policing them the whole time, like a deputy.
Yeah. Well, you're a deputy in my heart, Stanley.
But no, like Karina's dog and my friend Jordan's dog both got ties, and they were deputized.
Did they know about it?
Yes, she knew about it. And he sits in his car with his sister Meadow, and you can come up and take your picture with him, and then dogs can take their picture with him, and then his people hand out calendars, free calendars.
Do you have it with you?
I didn't keep one.
Oh, it wasn't cute enough?
I was like, this is cute, but not for me. In fact, it was so cold that like while they were waiting to take their picture, me and Susanna were like,
you just threw it away?
Go shopping.
Oh.
So we went to a store and tried a bunch of different crackers. We tried these dill pickle crackers.
Yum.
We got some beef jerky, and then we ended up in this like vintage. It was called You Would Have Died. You need to go to Idyllwild. It's called I forget what the name of it was, but it was vintage pop culture.
Fun.
And the store was mind-blowingly cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was a lot to see.
Does that mean like cassette tapes?
Yes,
and
CDs, like Cabbage Patch, Care Bears, like pop culture threw up.
Was it a museum or was it you could buy the things?
Anything.
Okay.
Ray ended up buying like a vintage, like a 90s doll portrait.
Oh, okay.
It was cool.
I would never be buying a doll.
No, not a doll, a portrait. Okay. And it was cute. It's a very wacky little town, but it's less touristy feeling than Big Bear. It is unincorporated. That's what made me nervous. Cause like unincorporated typically means like if it snows or whatever, you're on your own. They don't have like city ordinances.
That's why you wanted to get out if it was gonna.
Correct. But when we woke up the morning we left, it had snowed overnight, but there was snowplows coming through.
Yeah, they're probably
like local volunteers.
Privately owned.
Yeah.
So
privately
that
owned,
they get paid more, hopefully.
It was super cute. It was I came back more tired than I was when I went there, and that's my least favorite kind of vacation. Yeah. But it was cool to see. And I would like to go back there again. The drive there took us 4.5 hours. The drive back took us just under 2. That's how it should be.
Yeah.
So if you time it right, it's an easy drive.
Yeah. Wait, so you went on what day of the week?
Friday.
That's the problem.
Well, except when we originally left, it would have been fine.
Oh, okay.
But Susanna got out of school late, which is fine. And then we had to turn around and come back and get something that was forgotten. And then literally just got stuck.
Did you get Dutch Bros?
No.
Next time you go that direction, you need to stop and get Dutch Bros coffee. Or they have other drinks. But
I'd be too nervous about the straw theory.
What's the straw theory?
So apparently the color of the straw you get determines like what the baristas think of you, like if you're hot or if they think you're ugly.
Alex, everyone thinks you're hot. I don't think there's a problem there.
We won't know until I go to Dutch Brothers.
And honestly, I have heard that before, but I had forgotten. So I have been there a couple times and I would have never known.
I'm anxious. Maybe I just don't get something cold, then I'll never know.
No, you have to. The drinks are delish.
No, but I'll get a hot.
I've never had a hot one there, so I don't know.
Okay.
If you're from Dutch Bros, let us know.
But that was my weekend, and then there was something else I was going to tell you. No, it was something I was going to ask you. Oh, in other pop culture news this weekend, I hyperfixated on a new song.
That you're writing?
No, a song that came out.
Fat, Juicy, and Wet?
Yes.
You guys, this stupid ass song.
No, it's so good. Have you seen the video?
You know what I have to say?
No, I asked you first. Have you seen the video?
I've seen clips. I haven't seen it in full.
So you know Rosé and Lady Gaga are in this for no reason, and I love that.
I do like that. I like the K-pop girlies that are allowed to not be so prim and proper. I think it's fun. Lisa always is like being a bad bitch, and I like that Rosé is out there.
I loved it. I don't care. But Rosé was in it because like she and Lady Gaga just did those songs with him.
Yeah.
And now Big Red. I don't know. I love it. It's catchy.
Here's my thing. Much like WAP, I don't mind Sexy Red. It is insane. The lyrics are wild.
It's like the new WAP.
Bruno, I can't. Like, that type of song is for the girls only. Like, get out of here. We don't want you.
It's so good, though. I love it so much.
And obviously, there's other male singers that have, like, sexy songs, but I just something about, like, the song WAP. I'm not mad at Cardi for saying.
All ladies.
Yeah. And I'm not mad at Sexy Red, but when Bruno is screaming.
Yeah, it's like, it is a little funny to see like a 5-foot man being like, fat, juicy, you know?
And like saying the P word so much.
Go on, kitty, kitty. That part is funny too.
Yeah.
I forgot that I posted it in a story and you responded and you were like,
that was the first time I hadn't heard it yet. And I saw that story and I was like,
that song.
What is this song?
Yeah, I'm obsessed. I listened to it on repeat so many times.
So you know all the words?
Here's the thing. I always forget about Spotify. Every week they give you a discovered based off of like your algorithm.
Yeah.
I found 6 songs this week that are
similar
bangers. No, just like in my vibe and like so good.
Your vibe changes so much, though.
It sure does.
So, like, one week you are listening to
Fat, Juicy, and Wet. And then the next one of the suggestions was an opera song.
Love.
That really tracks.
Love.
But anyway.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I just think if you're going to be saying, like...
You guys are going to do a dance
the
to
P
it.
word over and over,
version.
like, you need to be a girl.
Does he even say it? I don't think he ever says it.
Yeah. That juicy and wet. Pussy so good in the sun.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Just wanted you to say it.
You did. You guys, I'm sorry.
You're right. He does say
There's
it.
so many people out there. I should have done a disclaimer. We do put explicit on here just in case as a cuss word slips.
An S word?
A cuss word?
I think it's an S word. I was like, what S word? Sucks.
But
anyway, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about, really, because Fat, Juicy, and Wet has been on.
And honestly, it'll probably grow on me. And
it will. And then you guys will do a dance to it because there's a clean
version. I don't think
version.
we're going to. Oh, there's a clean version?
Yes. And you can hear Caleb screaming.
Well, we might as well
it.
do the dirty version so that we have new songs for our explicit sessions.
Yeah,
because
you should.
We could do the clean and use the explicit during the explicit. That's probably what we would do. But we have a limited amount of songs that we can do for explicit.
Yeah.
So we honestly should.
I can see you doing it.
I need to hear the clean.
It's a lot of just quiet.
Well, that's silly.
Yeah.
Well, in other pop culture news, not really, but have you seen the movie Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar?
Multiple times.
Okay. We never talked about this because I saw it for the first time last night, and what an insane movie.
The culottes? Crazy.
What even...
Reba's in it, like the people in this movie.
I can't even begin to understand what went on.
It's a fever dream.
Yes.
My favorite scene.
Please tell me.
On the airplane when they just cannot shut up about Trish.
Yeah.
I was like, and they improv most of that. So I was just like, this is hilarious. Who thinks to do this?
Yeah.
But that's my kind of humor.
All I could think about on that scene is that's what Caleb and Haley sound like on an airplane. And they're yapping and they're just laughing so loud.
Like as if no one else is around.
Yes. Literally.
It's so funny.
I always tell them, I'm like, I don't want to sit next to you guys.
The movie's also like kind of a musical, which is weird.
Yeah.
You don't expect that.
Jamie Dornan was a jump scare for me because what are you doing in this movie? Because he's not known as a funny guy.
Right.
And he is Christian Grey.
Right.
And that's really all I can think of him as. I know he's been another thing since then. But it's really hard for me not to see him as Christian Grey. And then he's like running around on the beach singing whatever he was singing.
Yeah, that was crazy. The movie is a fever dream, truly.
It is. I haven't stopped thinking about the mice playing these string instruments.
That's right. Or when they jump off the cliff and their culottes make them float down gently.
Yes. Or the fact that Kristen Wiig was also the villain and also the other lead.
Yeah.
That was funny. What else?
Did you find it entertaining?
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
The hot dog water book club.
Those scenes were really funny.
Very
the
funny.
lady being like, there. So in this, I don't know if you guys haven't seen it, you should. But really this scene that we're talking about is there's a talking club that the ladies are involved in, and they have topics in a bowl, and they pick out a word out of the bowl, and then that's what they talk about. But they're not allowed to talk about anything else.
Yeah.
And Barb and Star accidentally mentioned something else in their whatever they had to say about the topic. I think it was about work, and they had just gotten fired. So they veered a little, and they made the lady who's in charge, I guess, made
Vanessa
them.
Bayer, yeah.
They were eating hot dog soup.
Yeah.
Which looked disgusting.
Awful.
And she said, "You can't talk about that." And then she said, "Give me your hot dog soup."
Yep.
And they just slowly handed over. It was
funny.
So weird. Fortune Feimster
was
in that, and I was like, "Oh, I saw her in a coffee shop a couple years ago."
Oh, her stand-up that just came out is very good, by the way, on Netflix.
Yeah, she's funny. I like her delivery.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's a lot of cameos in that too. What's his name? Garcia. What is he in? Is he in Titanic? No.
Garcia.
That's his last name, I think.
Who does he play in the movie?
He's in that random quick scene with Barb where she is doing all the adventurous things without Star.
Oh, the banana boat scene? Is it that?
No, it's before that. She's like on a 4-wheeler.
Oh.
This is a big actor.
And then there's Reba.
Andy Garcia. Isn't he in Titanic? No. What is he in? Oh, Ocean's 11.
Oh, yes.
He's randomly in it for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Who else is randomly in it? Reba. She looks gorgeous.
Hilarious.
She's a mermaid.
She's a mermaid.
You guys, if you haven't seen this, I know that hearing all these little things, like it sounds like nothing because the movie is nothing, but it is everything.
Yes.
And that's all you need to know.
And it's about friendship and loyalty and it's crazy. It's crazy.
And also not murder, but like revenge,
forgiveness.
Yeah.
I'm glad you've finally seen
murderous mosquitoes.
Yeah. Right.
It's wild. But yeah, I watched that last night.
I am happy to report I finally have made it to the part of Younger where Hilary Duff knows.
I literally have on my list, how is your Younger journey going? So you're at the next season, right?
Yeah, so season 3 episode. She comes out. She comes clean to Hilary Duff in the last episode of season 2.
Okay.
So I am now on like episode 4 of season 3, where now 4, where finally Hilary Duff's forgiven her. It's like
she was mad for a really long time,
and Hilary played it so well. Like the way that she acted is exactly how someone would act in that situation.
Yeah,
it was just very like.
Yeah,
like she had no time for her. She was just like, okay, like I need you to not tell your age because you're gonna fuck me over with this millennial side thing, but like don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I don't like that she became roommates with Josh. I thought that was a weird thing to add, but here's what I'll say. Now that the cat's out the bag, there are far less age references, and I was like,
okay,
now I feel like I can finish the series.
Yeah.
What the thing that ended up happening where like finally she gets her is like they were at that weird retreat called Campfire and they had no cell service, and then her daughter ended up having her appendix burst and she couldn't get a hold of her.
Oh yeah.
So then Hilary was like, it all hit her how like, oh, she really did do all this for her daughter, and then so she forgave her or whatever.
Yeah.
But what doesn't make sense to me, is she was gonna come clean, and I was like, she's gonna come clean to everyone. Hilary Duff was like, no, you're gonna ruin my career if you come clean. Like everyone thinks you're a millennial, which
no, literally,
no one gives a whatever.
No.
So not only that, but Hilary had to take it a step further and be like, you should give her the promotion and the raise. And it's like, girl, you're digging her in deeper.
Yeah.
Like she gonna have to play this game even longer now.
Yeah.
So like, great girl power. That's awesome. But now she's like a junior editor, I guess.
Yeah.
For millennial, and is in love with her boss and still can't say anything.
Yeah. What's the status with them?
He thinks that he's the reason she and Josh broke up. Josh is now sleeping with that random art girl whose roommate thought that she was a lesbian, so she hired her to like help her with art, but she was straight, and they were like friends, and she gifted her a piece of art.
Yeah.
Now, Josh and that girl are like away for her art show, and she's showing one of her pieces as though it's one of her own. And now I'm at the part where Josh is like very conflicted.
Yeah, we don't like her.
Okay, obviously she's stealing art, but I'm like, okay, this is bearable. And Hilary finally broke up with that fucking idiot who was like clearly just using her to get a book deal.
Oh yeah, I feel like she dates a lot of people
that want to use her.
No, just in general, I feel like she's always with someone.
Yes, now she's dating a very beautiful black man, or like kind of.
Oh yeah,
and
he's a big part of the story.
Is he? Okay, just happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited.
He'll be there for.
I'm excited to see how this progresses.
Well, I'm excited, and I'm excited to because you watched a whole season, right? Or were you at the end of season 2?
Like last time we talked, I was in the middle of season 2.
Okay.
So basically, it's 10 episodes a season. So I've watched 5 more episodes.
Okay.
And then today, while I was working, I had it on in the background, and I had to stop because I was like, "No, I'm too invested now."
Now you have to
because I was like
fully
just
pay
waiting
attention
for the Band-Aid to be ripped off. I'm so bored.
Yeah.
Now it's ripped off. It's like now where's it gonna go?
You're gonna have
but
to.
I'm glad she and Hilary are good.
Yeah.
And
did we talk about the Trisha Paytas musical?
No.
So they're doing a Broadway musical, like legitimately on Broadway.
It's her dream.
For Trisha Paytas. And Sutton is like a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of people, like internet people, like that girl who was in Hamilton that's a TikToker.
Yeah.
She's in it.
Yep. There's a lot of people.
I wish I could go. Do you think Megan's going to go?
It's one night only.
One night only.
But it's Trisha Paytas' dream.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking cool.
It is cool. She's gotten to be on SNL and she's getting a Broadway musical.
Amazing.
And 4 years ago, she was the most hated person on the internet. Yeah. And that's honestly just like how the internet works.
Truly.
And period.
Truly. I also want to say I unfortunately I've not watched the latest episode of Traitors.
I haven't either.
Okay, good. Because I was like, she's going to want to talk about it and I haven't watched it.
No, I actually haven't either.
Okay.
I was off the grid this weekend.
Okay.
What was I going to also bring up?
You were off the grid this weekend.
No, that's not what I was going to bring up. I have two things that are not pop culture related that I need to talk about.
Okay, great.
The first one is that I have a new fear unlocked, and that is that the bird flu could turn into another pandemic.
Wait, why?
Well, so I saw this TikTok of this lady, and she was like, the bird flu is like mutating. And I have some stats, don't worry. From January 2024 to January 2025, there was 67 infections that crossed over 10 states, which apparently is a big deal. The way she said it was a big deal.
Okay.
And since from June 2024 to now January 2025, there have been 3 cases in 2 more states in humans, I think.
Okay.
That, you guys, I need to fact check that one. But, okay. So it was primarily only spread from bird to bird.
Oh.
And then it mutated and then it started infecting other animals. And then one of the animals that it infected was cows, and it was getting in their milk. And then, so this lady got it, but she was also handling birds, which gross.
So she's handling birds and cows?
No, just birds. Oh. She got it from the bird. But like she shouldn't have been able to get it from the bird. So that means it's mutated.
Oh, it's mutating that human.
So that
same
humans
way that
can
bat
get it.
Gave it to a human.
Correct. And
oh my God.
She said that some scientists say that if the right combination of like viral things and like the numbers of those things are perfectly aligned, it could be able to be transferred human to human. Then that could turn into another pandemic. Oh. She was like, to be clear, I'm not saying it's happening or that it's like even going to happen. They're just saying it could happen because it's already mutating.
And what's the bird flu?
It's just a type of
flu.
Flu.
Is it deadly?
So this lady died.
The bird handler?
Yes. First death of a person from the bird flu. They were interacting with birds, so ew. That's what I wrote. But the flu mutated within the person, which means that they could mutate. That's what I wrote. But yeah, this lady died. I think she was 65. The lady did say she was
immunocompromised.
She was predisposed and to infect. I don't know what that means. She had underlying conditions.
Oh, got it. Yes.
Whatever that means. Like she was 65, so it could be
weak immune system.
Literally anything. Okay. And that she was older. Uh-huh. So those factors aided in how it unalived her.
Yeah.
But crazy. Insane. It's scary.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be here anymore.
It's wild. I mean, to think back to my youth when I was sure that I was going to be taken out by the West Nile.
Bird flu, just another thing.
Just add it to the list.
Do you still think that?
The West Nile?
Yeah. No. Okay, that's good.
Unless it becomes a thing again then.
Is it not still a thing?
It does still exist. But, I mean, remember when we were kids, it was like, this will kill you. And it's in Indiana, so... And all my family did was camp, so...
And I'm a type O, aren't you also? And that attracts mosquitoes more?
I'm the type that can give to anyone, but I can only take that kind.
So you are O positive.
Yes, you're O negative.
Yes.
Because remember we did the blood tests on camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're O positive, I'm O negative. But O type in general is more susceptible to mosquito bites.
They're thirsty for us.
Because we have the best blood. Let's work.
Period.
The other thing that is not pop culture is that archaeologists have uncovered a 3,000-year-old pot of honey that is still edible, and that's gross, but also cool.
I wonder how much it will sell for. It'll go to some artisan restaurant.
It'll be a Michelin star,
Yes,
like
exactly.
a little job. It's probably going to a museum.
For sure.
But yeah, Egyptian tomb.
Oh.
And the reason it's still edible is because the low water content and high sugar levels create an environment that's inhospitable to bacterial growth. Over 3,000 years old. Can you even imagine?
Wild.
And yes, I am signed up for history fact emails.
Well, that doesn't surprise me
Every
at all.
single
That's right
day,
up your alley.
I get an email that is a history fact.
I like that.
It's actually kind of fun.
It is fun.
Because it's not a long read. It's just like a one pager that you click on, and it's very quick to read. And I learn lots of things from that. So
I love that for you.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything equally as exciting?
Well, I wish I did, but I do not.
Okay, well, I have one more thing then.
Okay.
Because I've been thinking about our possible dystopian future.
Yes. Good.
Often.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about what Divergent faction I would live in. Mm-hmm. And I do have a quiz, but let's talk about it before we get to the quizzes. Because there's like a real quiz and then a BuzzFeed quiz that's like not asking real questions.
Right,
it's just what was your favorite color?
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So we'll do both because I think they're relatively
Can you name the
short.
factions?
Sure.
I know Amnes. Well, there's Divergent. Is that a faction technically?
No, that's a personality type. That means you're like all of them.
All of them.
So there's Dauntless, which is the brave. Mm-hmm. Amity, which is the kind. Erudite, which is the intelligent. Abnegation is the selfless. And candor is the honest. And I'm going to go out on a limb. Mm-hmm. And this is not me trying to be cool. I dead ass think I would be Divergent.
I do too. I think I'm a little bit of all of that.
Yeah. Which, like, shouldn't we all be?
Yes. And I think that's the point of the series.
Whoa.
Yeah. But no, I think like it's literally like I can't choose just. I think if you were gun to my head, can't be Divergent. Which one are you?
Yeah.
I think that I would be probably the selfless
Abnegation.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. Candor and Dauntless would be the least, less for me, because do I want to jump into a hole in the building like they have to do? I don't.
No.
Would I do it if it was life or death situation? Yes.
Here's a question.
Do I want to be honest even if it hurts someone's feelings? Not really.
Here's a question. You know, you go to the sorting rock, you cut your hand, you bleed, it tells you where you go.
Yeah.
And then she chooses a different one.
Yes.
If you were told you're one of them, but what would you choose? Would you go with the one that the universe said you are?
If it gave me Dauntless,
yeah,
because that one's presumably the scariest.
No, let's just say like it gave you a choice. Would you just take the one it gave you, or would you want in your mind? Are you like, please give me Hogwarts, please? I mean, please give me Gryffindor, please give me. When he's like,
yeah. Well, knowing what I know about the movie and how they lived, Amity kind of looked bad.
I agree.
It did not look fun.
No.
So honestly, Abnegation probably would be better because Erudite was too. Yeah, they were giving like a little bit
culty? Rude. Wait, which one are they?
So the intelligent is Erudite. That's like doctors, lawyers.
Yeah.
Like
no, I don't want to be that.
I didn't like their attitudes. Abnegation was what she was in
with her parents.
But it also looked like they didn't have a lot of money.
There's probably no air conditioning.
But I mean,
they only have one mirror and it's dirty.
Is that for all of them or just them?
Just them, because they're selfless.
Oh yeah. God, I'd have to be ugly then, wouldn't I?
Well, you'd have to be simple.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Candor, I don't know. You guys, I don't know.
Dauntless does seem more fun. Like they have tattoo parlors and shit.
They do. They seem fun, but I don't want to do all the things that they have to do. I don't want to fight.
Oh, for sure.
But again, if it's life or death and I need to fight someone to save someone else, I would.
Right.
Anyway, let's take the quizzes.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, Alex, this is to find out which Divergent faction you would be in.
Tell me.
When you are faced with a difficult problem, you react by making a list of pros and cons and then choose the option that the evidence best supports. Create a work of art that expresses your feelings about the situation. Do whatever will be the best thing for the greatest number of people. Debate the issue with your friends or face it head on.
Do whatever would be best for the greatest number of people.
Okay. You most want your friends and family to see you as someone who is willing to make sacrifices and help anyone in need, is liked by everyone, is trustworthy, will protect them no matter what happens, or offers wise advice.
Protect no matter what happens.
Great. If you had to select one of the following options as a profession, which would you choose? Judge, firefighter, scientist, farmer, humanitarian. This is giving it away, but
humanitarian.
Sure. What activity would you most likely find yourself doing on an unexpected day off? Rock climbing or skydiving? Volunteering? Reading, of course. Sharing opinions with your friends? Or something artistic? Painting, dancing, or writing?
Probably that last one.
Yeah. When choosing your outfit for the day, you select whatever will attract the least amount of attention.
No.
Something that will distract or inhibit you from what you have to do for that day.
No.
Something comfortable but interesting to look at. Whatever will attract the most attention, or something that's simple but expresses your personality.
Yes, the last one.
Oh, I thought you were going to pick the other one.
What other one? Comfortable, but
like something cool.
No, the last one.
If you discovered that a friend's significant other was being unfaithful, you would tell your friend ASAP. You can't imagine keeping that secret. You want me to go on?
No, I will literally tell them immediately.
Okay. What would you say is your highest priority in life right now? Success in work or school, finding peace and happiness for yourself, seeing truth in all things, serving those around you, or developing strength and character?
Peace and happiness.
Duh. Okay, that was it. Okay, are you ready for your results?
Ready.
You would be an abnegation.
Oh.
You don't like to draw attention to yourself, and you are more concerned about other people's contentment than your own. You find joy and fulfillment in making other people happier, safer, and healthier. Other people see you as somewhat difficult to get to know, but also as quiet and kind.
Isn't that what I chose in the beginning? It is.
Yeah.
The sorting hat gave me the right one.
It did. Okay, let's go back and do mine.
Allison.
Hello? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. When you are faced with a difficult problem, you react by, I would say, doing whatever will be the best thing for the number of people.
Right.
You most want your friends and family to see you as someone who, I'm not going to lie. I want to be liked by everyone.
Yeah.
But trustworthy was a good one.
Hey, it's okay. Go with your gut.
Wait. Okay. I don't like it. I want to be trustworthy.
Being liked by everyone doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Yeah. I just don't like when people are mad at me.
Yeah.
If you had to select one of the following options as a profession, which would you choose? I think I would choose...
Firefighter.
Honestly, I'm thinking about it. No, humanitarian.
Yeah.
Of those,
Of those, of course.
What activity would you most likely find yourself doing on an unexpected day off? I would be dancing, obviously.
Yes.
When choosing your outfit for the day, you select... I think I would go comfortable but interesting to look at.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If you discovered that a friend's significant other was being faithful, you would... I'm going to read all these because I didn't before.
Okay.
Tell your friend ASAP, confront the cheater, sit them both down and act as a mediator while they talk it over. Keep it to yourself, or tell your friend it's unhealthy for them to be in a relationship where such selfish behavior is present. I feel like those are the same thing.
Yeah.
I guess the first one is blurt it out really fast or tell them, but talk it out with them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll do the last one. Tell your friend.
Okay.
But talk it out.
Okay.
What would you say is your highest priority in life right now?
What would you say?
I would say finding peace and happiness as well.
Good answer.
I am also an abnegation. that
we
tracks.
Be neighbors. We know.
We
maybe
are
even roommates.
too similar. Yeah. Okay, so that is fun. Now the other one was a silly one.
Should we collaborate on this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Since we both got the same house last time.
Yes, the same house. What color do you wear most? Black. Red, white, blue, gray, whatever's cheapest.
Black, right?
Black,
for both
obviously.
Of us. Come on.
Pick a phone app. Text, Instagram, Google, Facebook, Quiz Up, or weather. Probably text, right?
Yeah, text or Instagram. I'd say text.
Do you feel strongly about one or the other?
No.
Okay. Although you do voice record, but it's